Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 273. If you're new to my channel, this is a channel about cross stitch, so I hope you like what you see. Please subscribe, comment, like my channel, do the YouTube things. I love having you here. And if you're a returning friend, thank you very much for coming to spend some time with me during this Christmas season as we are moving along in December. So I got lots of love and several questions to add to the Q&A for my next video. So thank you for that. As a reminder, if you have any other questions that you wanted me to do in that Q&A next week, please send them in, put them in the comments here, and I am going to do that. One of the questions was not about, I'm not about to let go in regards to for future video, because it actually asked about something when I was showing. They wanted to know what the pattern was. So this, I believe, is the stocking you asked about. You asked about a pillow that had a stocking with sprigs and berries coming out of it. So I'm assuming it's this one. I have added it to my description box below where that came from, but I'm going to show the title of it here also. So it's a foreign, I believe this is French or Italian. I really don't know. I'm not going to pretend. But anyway, this is what you were interested in, I do believe. So I did, like I said, it's linked in my description box below, or you screenshot that and Google it and look it up. So I was so happy to find that because I don't always have my freebies. I tried to do like the take it, hold it, and do the Google search. I kind of found it, but not really. And then I was like, I got one shot of where old patterns are, and lo and behold, it was there. And I'm so happy because I do love that one. So that it was fun to stitch, and it was just a lot of fun. So thank you for asking that question and bringing that memory back of finding them, because there had other freebies at that designer that I'm very much interested in. So there's that. I also want to share here at the beginning, just to let you know, we got a few things of information. Going to talk to you about my stitching, and then I'm going to talk to you about 2025 plans, which I'm super excited. Most of them are concrete, some of them are still, and then like what I got going on this week and, you know, personal updates. But first off, let's do Christmas cards that I received in the mail. So I got a Christmas card in the mail from Sarah. I swear I am stitching. Thank you very much for that. I also received a card from Pam and Steph. I love it. I need to have cards made like that. I say it every year and then I drop the ball. Last but not least is Connie and Melina, count twice, stitch once. I'm talking too fast, and I can't believe this is so amazing. And thank you, Connie, for taking the time to do this. So this is diamond. Do you see that sparkle? She diamond painted that. This is so awesome. I love it. Thank you very, very much for that. I'm sure you saw the tail pop up here. Somebody is like, I need to be in this video. Not really, just kind of, sort of. We're gonna pop this here. How cute. Okay, are you chilling out? You may see a tail. I wish. Can you come back here and say hi? Ollie, kitty. There you go. Very cool. Okay, a thing that I acquired this week. Don't do that to my tree. A thing that I acquired this week, I got my bobble book from the Jingle Ball that came in the mail. I actually like acquiring the hard copies of this, so super happy. There are a few in here that I look forward to stitching, so that is really cool. And then, don't yell at me, Vic, from StitchNButton. I have four finishes. They are all smalls, and I'm super happy about it. And then I have a good amount of stitching on 4 other ones. It was just a really good week. If you can hear him purring, he is a purr bucket right now. All right, so let's start out with what I knew this one was gonna get. I knew both of these. I was putting a lot of time because I need to get my December stitching done. So this is Pins and Needles from Erica Michaels. This is my December berry. My next finish is my December stocking from Blackbird Designs. This one is called Snowy Eve. I love this. This is was it White Lightning? No, Picket Fence. It looked all kind of dingy and gross going in, but I knew that I wanted it. I'm glad it was called for, and I like how it looks like snow movement in there. This one came in clutch because I wanted to get it finished for 2025, and I was a beast on the last full moon, which was Sunday. Queen of the Night by Fox and Rabbit. That's got some bling on it. That's Krynique up there. Super happy to have that one done. I started that one on the Eclipse. And last but not least, this is my version of Yuletide Deer, another fox and a rabbit. I took out the big sign up there and a big snowflake that was also over here. I put in extra snowflakes. I took the date out here. And so these are beads, and then there's beads and snowflakes. You can kind of see the dimension. I like this a lot, and I'm going to turn this into a little pillow. So those are my 4 little finishes. A lot of stitching, and super happy to see some of them go. I just got some smalls. I did this arbitrary August thing where I started a bunch of smalls, and I kind of want them to go. I don't know. All right, but I did stitch on Miss Christmas Eve. So this is what my Miss Christmas Eve, this is just a paper copy of Miss Christmas Eve Mirabilia. And my cat, in all of its enjoyment and loving, is knocking things over. I love pinching cat's ears. It's a thing. It's a thing. All right, I kind of semi-lied to you last time. Not on purpose, but I did. I told you that I had all this fiddly stuff on the bottom done. I did not. There was a second shade of green that goes in this fiddly stuff. And then I started with the Karen Water Lilies. So this right here is one of them. There's 4 Karen Water Lilies. I don't even have the first one completed, but some of it's here. It's the brown that you see popping. So that's fun. Again, won't be done this year, but that's okay. That's okay. I am enjoying the stitch on that one. But I'm not done because Christmas season's not done. So let's see, maybe I'll get the Karen Water Lilies done. But again, no promise, no pressure, because this is like the week of Christmas. I'm not sure how much stitching I'll get done. All right, the next thing I stitched on is Dog's Declaration. This was my whip go, my second whip go for this month. So I love this, Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Squirrels. My dogs' lives, this is what they live for. Let me just be honest. I love how delicate this is. This is on a 40 count. So I actually worked on, I think I had LI. I think. I feel like I got, I don't know. I feel like, I know I got these done. I'm not sure if the L was completely done or almost done, but I know I should have just like struggled on through and got that Y done, but I had so much of that little stitching that I knew was so close to an end that I wanted to see it. So, all right, I had the stitching at my LynnX, which is Stitch and Frame, this last weekend. So it was like our Christmas time stitching, and I pulled out Christmas Gingerbread Village by Little Fox Stitching. And I only had the border of this until my stitch that day. And I'm just gonna, it's folded in half, the border's the border, but I got all this done on that gingerbread right in the middle. So I'm super happy with that. That was supposed to, I wanted it to get more love this month, but it didn't. And that's okay. I enjoyed stitching on that. I can see that bringing lots and lots of love for a while. And last but not least, I have a new start from this weekend. So Put a Bird on It Sal from the Sunshine Stitchers. New yearly sale is going on. This is a printed off copy of like how it's going to break down. It's a horrible copy because I don't understand. My printer has all the ink, but oh, it looks much better in person to you than it does on me. On mine end, it's super blue. Anywho, what else? You see it's gridded out. EJ from the Sunshine Stitchers gridded it out. It's not dedicated to like what block is what, but I started up here and I'm gonna just like, I don't know if I'm going across that way. I don't know if I'm going that way. I don't know if I'm going that way. I don't know. I just don't know, but that's okay. I'm gonna show you what I got stitched on it. Almost the top motif. So definitely the first block has to be done, and I may like ad lib on some of her blocks because the idea of stopping in the middle of a motif is like kind of cringing to me, but that's okay. I'll make it mine, and that looks cool. So that is my stitching for this week. My cat is just never wants anything to do with me, and now like he's so snotty, he never wants anything to do with me. Snotty, he's snobby, not snotty. That's my stitching for this week. So if that's what you want to see and that's it, then thanks for visiting with me. But I'm going to talk to you about 2025 plans. I'm going to talk to you about like some other things I have planned for this month and update of personal stuff at the very end. But let's talk about 2025 plans. I have a cheat sheet here because there's no way that I can remember everything that I have planned. So let's just do it. The Put a Bird on It Sal, that is going to be something I'm going to chunk up every single month and stitch on, very similar to how I did Love Letters from Mom. That will be finished to show you next time I come here, because that's my last section is December, and I purposely got those smalls done so that I could pull out that and enjoy it. I also am thinking about, I'm not thinking about, it's written down, my butterfly afghan that I showed you in my whip parade. I've been working on that since 2018. I am down to 8 blocks. I did the math. Every 6.3 weeks, I can finish a block and I can have that done next year. So that is definitely on the horizon of let me get it done. The next thing, I've got a new start for New Year's Day. It is called, I'm going to put a picture here. It's called Damn I Am Beautiful. Kelly from Don't Run With the Scissors shared this and started it, and I was supposed to start along with her and I didn't. And now I was like, this must get started. It's like a power, like I don't know. I my fear of it is it's monochromatic, and I just don't want to do that. So currently I have a wild fabric, wild for me fabric, and I'm trying to figure out what solid color, and then I'm going to put some bling in it. But again, when that's started, you'll get to see what that's going on. That was purchased through Etsy. I am part of a bunch of people that are going to do these reindeers, the Nora Corbett reindeers. She's got all of them, so there's 9 of them. And I've been collecting them from Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery. She has been like on an auto ship with those. So my sister had, originally what was inspired was this great big piece that had all 9 reindeer on there. And then my sister had the idea to just put, like, instead of one great big piece framed, because eventually I want to do the courier, however that's spelled, the sleigh. I want to do that, and then when I display it, I want that, and then the reindeer. And my sister had the idea of doing like 3 reindeers on a thing, like 3. So I'll have three sets of reindeers framed up. I love that idea, and I am jumping on it. So I am narrowing down the fabric. I think I have it figured out. So that is supposed to be started January 15th. I am going to do a seasonal stitch again. EJ from the Sunshine Stitchers what is that called? Enabled me for this. It's called Blueberry Ridge Quakers. It's all 4 seasons. And she had this great idea, I think it was her idea, of the DMC, I think it's called colors or colors, to where it's like 4 different colors of DMC in it. So I'm going to do the border in that, and then pull the 4 colors out and put those in different motifs in that Quaker. That'll be fun to watch come to life. That is going to start on December 21st, because that is the very first day of winter season. Here's my problem. I also have another seasonal one I want to stitch. The seasonal Quakers, I think I could get done in 2025. But I have another one that I want to start and maybe like stitch on it. I don't know. That's my part I haven't figured out. So I have Drawn Threads Gardens, and there's all 4 seasons of the gardens. My daughter and I both fell in love with it, and she said to me that she could see that hanging in her house eventually. So I really want to get those started. Basically, it's a house, and whatever flowers are in season is what is like in the garden. So it's super cool, and I want to get that started. But those should start on the same day. So I'm not really sure if I can, I kind of want to though. For my daily 30, I'm going to get back to that in January. I fell off of that once I got my queens done, and I need to get back to that. So Queen of Freedom is the next queen that I have ready to get locked down and done. So I really want to focus on that. That's going to be my 30 minutes a day. I have, if you've been with me for a while, you've known that I've been doing stockings and berries every month. I'm going to back off on myself for that. And I am going to do this bird series by Little Stitch Girl. Nope, not Little Stitch, by The Little Stitcher. It's a tiny little bird. It is so cute. There's like a history to them for each month, and they're literally like 39 by 50. I don't know, but that's 12 patterns that are just sitting there waiting for me to stitch. And so 2025, I'm going to do that every single month. And then I also have my Whipco board that I'm just using the alphabet this year. Someone in the group had that great idea of like giving yourself the freedom of like it would be like, depending on what she called, it could be called the letter A, and then I could be like, oh, I have a whip that has apple in it. I have a whip that is using apple fritter thread. I have, you know, I just open it all up to, you know, that if F shows up, it could be a frog, it could be this. So I'm giving myself that freedom with the whip go board this year, which I'm excited about. I normally do 500 stitches for my whip go board. So that's going to stay. And then Jessie Marie was also doing, she's not the one that started it, but she's the one I heard about it from, the temperature stitching, which I love that idea. I like how Jessie's doing it with like 2 degrees. Like, basically, if you have numbers like a temperature of like 32 and then 31. So like, say yesterday was 32 and today was 31. One whip is like tied to the number 1 and the number 2. And then one whip is a number tied to the number 3 and 4. So what that means is like, instead of having 10 whips for like 1 through 10, it would be 5 whips so that you would get more stitching. And she does 100 stitches per day that it like qualifies on the temperature. And I am going to do it like Jessie, where I like go back. So I'll need to be tracking the temperatures. So that's a chart I need to create or purchase. Probably, I'm not good with all that digital stuff. I'm like a millwright. So that is definitely it. I also have something that SammyJ has talked about before of like tissue box stitching, to where like that little birds that'll do that. Like if I stitch it next month, I'll just get the next one out. So it's like tissue, like they just keep coming because they're part of a series. And I know that I want to do like Nora Corbett's fairies. I have the 6 fairies for that. So I kind of feel like I want to do that tissue box in a tissue box mentality. The little birds that I talked about. I feel like I've got some other ones too, to where like it's a series, and I just like, when I get one part of the series done, I just pull the next one out. So I got to figure out what that's going to be, what all those are going to be. That is my like, I need to figure out thing, because I like woke up this morning thinking about it, and I know there's another one that I'm not thinking about right now with you that I wanted to do that with, because like I have hands-on designs that I want to do that with. I gotta look through my series. I know the fairies and I know the birds. That's what I know for sure. But I feel like I want one more, because the Nora Corbetts could be that too. The deer. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So that's kind of my thought process for 2025. I probably will still do like mini Mondays. I call it what/WhipGo Wednesday now. And then for the Grands Friday, because I do constantly want to have stitching going for my grandkids. So I probably will get back on that also. I know, a lot of thought process, but it really isn't that, it's not that bad. I've actually seen other, and other people throw out these videos, and it gives me a great ideas of like, oh yeah, I want to do that too. So it definitely has room to like morph into different things. I started using the Notions app, which I use to track like what I stitched on in the day, but I still am a paper girl. So I need to get my 2025 printed off calendar updated again. That may be more of like a planning thing versus the reaction thing. So there's that. For stitching for this week, I mentioned Love Letters for Mom. That needs to get finished. And I know I'm going to stitch on Miss Christmas Eve some more for sure. And maybe a couple smalls that I think I could squeeze in still. So we'll see. And again, Q&A is what I'm doing next week. So I'm excited about that, to answer some of your questions in regards to me. I forgot to mention at the very beginning of the video. The giveaway for video 272, I'm giving it a whole nother week. So if you've made it this far in the video and you haven't watched that video, go back and enter to win. I have those giveaways. So those will be drawn next week. And of course, then I will get them mailed out as soon as I get the information. So what did I do this last weekend? What do I got planned this week? That's not stitching related. I did already mention that I did the stitching with my friends on Saturday. It was kind of like our little mini, it's our December one. So there was some gift exchange, and there was some donut holes and cookies, and there was goodness. So super happy about that. It sounds like there's going to be a new owner for that place, so that's moving forward. So hopefully we can continue to have our little get-togethers. I have this picture here of Opie at the groomer. He looks so handsome and so dapper, and the bandana did not last even 2 minutes once I got him home. I had visits with the grandkids. One time Ozzy was napping, so it was just Henry and me doing solo pictures. That was super cute. And then another picture I have to share with you is where they were monkey pile on Nana. I love showing the grandkids. It is a great time of the year. And over the weekend, or before I recorded this video, I snapped a picture of the kids in their matching pajamas in front of the tree. So not the best cheese picture of them showing their beautiful smiles, but I still am sharing that. I'm sure I'll have more of those to share in the future. And then as far as this coming Saturday, I have my quilting. So I take one Saturday a month and I do quilting at my local store. So I'm looking forward to that and seeing what I can cut into for new fabric. And yeah, that's it. I have like one appointment this week, and oh my gosh, I'm sitting here with this beautiful color blue shirt and I didn't share. This is Athena's Stitching Goddess Design. It's one of her December ones. Oh, I love it. It's perfect. And I know that she'll have, before I come back to you, she'll have had that one day of the winter season t-shirt. So that, my tree's moving because of Ollie. So watch out for that. So it's on the first day of winter. That's only 24 hours to be able to grab that shirt. So that'll complete that series for me. And that's it. Again, a little longer than normal because I have so much information to share with you. And I'm talking over myself because I get so excited to visit you. Thank you for all of the love and support. You guys had wonderful comments that you love watching me as much as I love coming back from my visits. I really wouldn't miss them. I think in all of my time of recording, I've missed one time. And that was because of the loss of my dad. Not to say that it couldn't ever happen where I miss, because we don't know what the future's going to hold, but I do look forward to our visits every single week. But with that, I'm going to get out of here because there's so much content for you to watch. So please keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.